Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at some pretty interesting battles here. We're going to be using all Shadow Pokemon at this point since yesterday. So, technically we've already hit Legend, so I don't care anymore. I would like the battles to work. That's not saying, the lag is going to be here, these glitches are here, who cares, I hit Legend. Absolutely not. We've been over that yesterday. The battles should still work. But what I'm going to do is just mess around. I don't even, whatever. We're going to go all Shadow. Tyranitar, we're using Hitmonchan here. We're going to switch it out for Slowbro and Venusaur. Of course, all Shadow. Now, if you're thinking, why not use Shadow Mawile? It's very hard to use a Shadow Mawile alongside Shadow Venusaur. It just can get a little tricky with those fire types and specific other ones as well. But anyways, then we're going to go into the Master League because, well, folks, the glitch has returned. So some of us who are saying that there is a glitch, something is happening. It's not that people were actually making like an exploit happen, as far as I know. It is a glitch within the game that is just affecting everybody, and it's just completely negative all around. It could give somebody the advantage, but it's just breaking GBL. And what's going on is Niantic described this, and I said on Twitter that I really do think that this is the case, that they probably just went on to Reddit to read up on whatever's happening and figure out what's really going on because, well, they don't know how to run their game or figure out what in the heck is going on here. So they said, traders, due to an ongoing issue, Melmetal has been temporarily removed from Go Battle League. Okay, and then they go on to say for more updates, go ahead and go to their link there and whatnot. So here we are again, folks, with another game-breaking glitch in Go Battle League. Now, one can say, after all, it is a game, things are going to happen. Well, technically, that is 100% completely accurate, for sure. When you're making a game here, you're programming it and continuously updating it, things are going to, be a little screwy here and there. But it's a different story when you have unlimited resources and you've been doing this for several years and the same things are just not going away, okay? So they go on to say why, what's going on here, because somebody asked a $1 million question, well, what's going on? And this is what makes me believe I don't think they know what in the hell is going on and they're just reading posts online. Unless there's some sort of a miscommunication in the way they translated this. So I'm going to explain. So after Melmetal uses a charge attack that applies an effect that increases or decreases stats. Tell me, did Melmetal get a new move that increases its attack or defense or whatever? Because as far as I know, Melmetal only has a move that decreases its stats, and that's Superpower, okay? And it decreases its attack and defense stat by 1 stage. Simple as that. They should have clearly stated that. It's kind of I wouldn't say it's too confusing, but maybe they meant when a Pokemon in general, because here we go. This is exactly why I think they're just reading things online. They saw a few posts, and so they just ran with the Melmetal thing, when in fact, I do believe it's not just the Melmetal, it's Pokemon in general. Actually, not all of them, but some that do have a stat increase or decrease effect, and there you go. Because, of course, out of all the days, I had to run the Cloyster with Icy Wind, and there you go. And that's probably why I kept running into that issue, because it wasn't appearing this error when I ran into Melmetals. Not every time, only after I used my Icy Wind. So, mystery not completely solved, but it has something to do with buff and debuff stats, and not just Melmetal. I mean, what is going on over here anyway? So there you have it, folks. I'm tanking my scores. So if you're running into me and you're like an ace or a veteran and you see me with my legend rank, you're probably like, what the heck is going on here? Yeah, I sure did tank that much. I told you I couldn't do anything. You would think I would just stop battling, but I just was so curious as to what in the heck was going on and trying to figure out the problem itself yesterday that I just couldn't stop myself from battling. We already reached our goal, and we're compiling all the errors, so I just kept continuing on with it. And here we are. And so I'm just going to have a little fun, use all kinds of shadows, whatever, or just this specific team. We're going to take a look at the Master League. We're going to do a few battles, and that's it. Melmetal's out of the scene, folks. So go ahead and use Pokemon that Melmetal would have absolutely demolished. Say, I don't know, Dragonite, and a few others too. So let's get it. All right, it's like Gyarados or something. So we're going up against the Azumarill here. We'll go ahead and hop into the commentary. I just had to let you guys know because this is, maybe don't play Go Battle League. All right? And if you do, let me tell you something right now. This is the biggest thing that we all, as a collective, need to do if we want Niantic to feel the burn to some degree. Their pockets are so deep at this point, it doesn't really matter. But shoveling more money into their pockets is not going to solve anything. And I guess you could say I'm a hypocrite because I, for one, have to kind of almost spend money on this game to keep it all going. It's just like all these gears we have to keep oiled for the business. I have to invest in it, otherwise the taxes start stacking up. I guess I could start spending on other things, like I can go start buying computers and stuff like that instead of buying Google Play. That's going to hinder my gameplay from where I live. It's a big mess over here. So don't want to sound hypocritical, but as a collective in the community, maybe you should use a raid pass in Go Battle League. Hit free. Just go for free, folks. Until they have solved all this crap, why? I'm not using passes. I'm going free, okay, in Go Battle League. So there you go. Anyway, we got to make a stand, man, or they'll never understand. The only way most people on this planet get the picture is when you hit them in their wallets. Simple as that. Simple as that. Money talks. So anyways, bringing in the Slowbro here up against the Whiscash. And they have a Galvantula. So error on my end. What did I do? Well, I was very, very slow to swap. I needed to get that Venusaur in there ASAP so we can get off that Frenzy Plant or at least Sludge Bomb and survive the lunge. But unfortunately, we were a little too slow at that. And that Whiscash is going to be able to take us out. How, man, I bet you that person was happy to beat me. They had the worst lead, but they still came out on top. Let's go. Let's get it. Good job. All right, next battle, we're met with a Politoed. They're going to be swapping into their Alolan Marowak in Tyranitar Shadow with Smackdown. I'm going to tell you, woo, boy, we've seen it before. We've used it, but man, this thing is just a beast. So we're just going to go ahead and use a shield here, letting that first Bone Club go through, doing quite a bit of damage because it's super effective, and farming them all the way down. They still have 2 shields. We have 1, so let's see how this works out. Coming back in here with Politoed, we're just going to go ahead and go for Crunch here. If they are planning on trying to farm us down, which... very ambitious. Don't think they're going to try to do that because look at the Smackdown. Wow. Well, they're really trying to build up energy. Never mind. Going to go for another Crunch here. Sounds good. So what we're going to do is simply throw in the Slowbro. We're going to just absorb the Blizzard. Easy as that. Or, let's see. I'm thinking about the other battle that we did. All right, so they're going for Weather Ball. Maybe they do have Blizzards, so they figured just hitting me with a bunch of Weather Balls here is going to be more effective, in which they're probably not wrong. So there they go, just spamming away, and I do believe we're going to shield this one up. We would have survived it, but we're just going to hold on because we want to get to this charge move here, and this is perfect, sort of. It could be really bad, so we're going to have to... I wanted to swap, but they're getting off a charge move here because they're not going to be able to take us out. The Confusion would have gotten them first. In comes Venusaur, able to farm down. That is a miracle right there. And they back out because it's straight up over. They used all their energy on their Politoed, and Venusaur would have just demolished that thing. On to our next battle, we're met with a Jellicent, and we're using Shadow Vic. Wow, we're getting real scummy over here. And all right, so what I was planning on doing initially was Shadow quick moves that were overpowered. Smackdown, Confusion, Razor Leaf, right? So the Venusaur is out of the picture for now. I think we may do a couple battles with Victory Bell, maybe just one, but Venusaur is coming back. Actually, we might just go into Master Rat after this. So up against the Vigoroth here. Ouch. Yeah, Body Slam is doing a bunch. We're a Shadow. Everything's going to hurt us. While the counters are slightly resisted, in comes the Jellicent. We're just going to go ahead and hit Psychic here for neutral damage and stab. Look at that damage. No debuff, unfortunately. Throwing in the Victory Bell here. And I thought I might be able to take him out. That was a little bit wishful there. Taking me out with the Ice Beam. Not looking good. They have a Alolan Ninetales. We're really doing some damage. Alright, so go figure this Ninetales is going to have Dazzling Gleam when most of the time they do have Psyshock and Weather Ball when I'm going up against them. But you know they got Dazzling Gleam. The one thing that's super effective against us. Of course that's happening. Alright, into the Master League, folks. Let's go here. We just got a few battles. And make sure you hit that like button if you do enjoy my videos. So I want you to check something out here. That was a horrible lead, right? We swapped out into our Excadrill. They're going to underestimate the Dragon Breath damage. You're going to see that here in a bit. So up against Giratina, that's perfectly fine. We're going to go ahead and let this go through. It is a Shadow Ball. kind of hurting, but we're able to get to another drill run, which is going to be perfect. And of course, they're going to just farm us down. So since the Giratina is going to be good up against us, I figured let's just throw in our Melmetal here and start building up some farm and take them out before they can get off any charge move. Perfect. So that was technically their counter to my Metagross, and they're going to be bringing in a Dialga. So this is looking pretty good for us here. So what we're going to do is throw Meteor Mash, and they call this correctly and not shielding it. So they're still holding on to those shields. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Dragonite. They bring in that Mamoswine ASAP. They already know because you want that thing to go up against Dragonite, hitting us with Avalanche. But you're going to see they underestimate the damage that we can do with level 50 here. Maybe they weren't paying attention, but here we go. We're going to be able to Dragon Breath down this Mamoswine. Oh yeah, you like to see that one. Going to go ahead and hit that Dragon Claw on the Dialga. And we're getting the last shield. All right, we win. Geez, and they're throwing the Iron Head here. Perfect. We're going to easily let this go. And simply bring in the Metagross. Get to the Meteor Mash. Take the win. It's looking good here. So they're going to, shield this up. They still have a shield left. That's fine. Okay, you want to keep going? Sounds good to me. I have a shield left. We can survive an Iron Head at this point, I do believe. But we're simply going to shield it up because no need to flex like that. Getting to the Meteor Mash. Yes, we could have went for maybe another 2 Meteor or bullet punches, but there's no need to flex here. Good game. On to our next opponent, an Ace. Oh, we've returned to the Ace King, folks. I bet you this trader was so shocked. They're like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at their watch. Look outside. Like, am I dreaming? Or why am I battling a legend? Because your boy dropped. You gotta love this servers. All right, so we're letting this go. It's a Shadow Ball. Very curious. Probably just simply don't have a Side Strike, right? Simple as that. I mean, there's nothing you can say about it. Bringing in a Giratina here. What's in the back? I'm either going to say, well, I know, but if I didn't, I would guess maybe like a water type, potentially, maybe a ground type. Let's see. And we're going to shield this up. Pretty crazy, right? Not really, because the damage is so incredible with the Dragon Breath, while the Shadow Claw, not too worrisome. And it is going to be a Groudon, unfortunately. Very close to getting to another Dragon Claw. This is actually going to be strong up against both of us, but the thing about the Pokemon that I do have back here, Excadrill and Metagross, is, sure, Groudon's super effective against us, but we're going to be able to hit back equally as hard. Well, pretty hard. Earthquake's going to one-shot everything I have here. And Fire Punch, that's fine, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Metagross and let this go through because it's another Fire Punch. There's no way in heck that that's going to be an Earthquake. No problem. And we basically have won this, simply shielding this up, going for the Meteor Mash, and we will be able to take out that Groudon. Now remember, when Groudon and Kyogre return, we talked about this already. Metagross is not going to be able to roam free like this. It's still going to be good, don't get me wrong, but level 50 Kyogres and Groudons, ooh, that sounds super scary. Another Ace, let's go, trainers. All right, you see that? This is the last battle. So this happened about 7 times today. Do you see why I don't care about my score? And I feel for everybody who is close to hitting Legend. Niantic screwed you over hard. You put in all that work and now you're done. So this is what happens. We come back in here and it's over. There's nothing we can do. So I'm going to explain to you what was going on. We didn't see the lead, but I'll tell you what it was. It was a Kyogre. We had a Dragonite. We were winning. We would have won this game. I could not say guarantee, but it was in the bag probably. I mean, I really have a serious question. Do the Niantic programmers, engineers, are you guys embarrassed of this game or what? I mean, come on. Thanks for watching and take care, trainers.